engineering bay down, though, so Sea.Really hasn't anticipated the Reavers, probably, or at least anticipated there will be some sort of tech switch, because turrets are part of the counter to basically any Protoss tech, whether it be Reavers or DTs or even Templar drops. Siege tech's still not up, but these two tanks are going to press up anyway just so this expansion can get down. If he lets one of those tanks get picked off, that'll be very, very, very poor by him. Almost gets picked off. Wow, survives basically by virtue of the tiny amount of repairing that SCV was able to do. So, Sea.Really is maybe going to be able to even things up a little bit. 2 bases to 2, but very low probe saturation. And that shuttle's heading out, probably with a Reaver in it. I would say definitely with a Reaver in it. So he'll start doing some harassing. Decent amount of turret defense down, but I think there are still holes that Jangbi will be able to find and exploit. We'll see how he does. Even if he loses the shuttle, I think he won't be that far behind, and he's just going to try to power through and take down the turrets so that he can go in for the harassment, and he's taken down 1. 2 tanks are sieging up there. He may just decide to drop on the tank. Drops the Zealot, and drops the Reaver. He takes down 1 tank. So great micro here by Jangbi. And splash damage on 2 tanks, and drops another Zealot, and that tank is going to go down. Wow, and a Mind Drag too, doing severe damage to one of the other tanks. And Jangbi is doing a ridiculous amount of damage with just a single Reaver. He's taken down 3 tanks at the cost of 2 Zealots, and now he's heading in to harass this natural expansion of Sea.Really's. And that Scarab doesn't target the SCVs. Jangbi probably could have pressed up into the right and gotten a clear shot at the SCVs. Oh, Dragoon going down there. So a tiny bit sloppy, but 3rd base going down now for Jangbi, and he's just pulling further and further ahead economically now. Even if he didn't kill any SCVs, he's going to force Sea.Really to invest a lot in getting that tank count back up, and it's going to be a while before Sea.Really can try to claim his 3rd base. Just putting down a 2nd factory now, so way behind in terms of macro, and Stork's pressing up with a decent-sized Dragoon force, just waiting for that Observer. This is a relatively easy map for Terrans to defend once they've got a few tanks up because of those ridges. So I'm not sure if he can just press straight in with Dragoons. He might try to sort of semi-bulldog it by putting some Zealots in that shuttle and dropping them on top of the tanks along with the Reaver. And that might be more successful because it will allow him to clear off the ridge. But at the same time, I don't think that's quite enough Dragoons to end it now. He's moving in now, and he's going to try for some sort of... drops 2 Reavers, and the tank goes down, and now he's going to have Goliath warding off that shuttle just a little bit, but doing more and more damage, and if he can keep that tank count down, he's going to be able to press in and end things relatively soon. So, shuttle heading around the side, and more factories now finally going down for Sea.Really. That'll bring the total up to 4. And if he can pump out of those factories for a while, he should be able to at least build up enough of a force to hold off Jangbi in the mid-game and defend his corner of the map. But Jangbi will probably just keep pulling ahead economically unless Sea.Really can mount some sort of push. So, if Sea.Really's smart, he realizes that, and he's probably going to go heavily in on military right now and just try to build up enough forces to mount a real push. Still hasn't got speed up for those vultures, so they're not going to be very effective harassment-wise. I'm not sure if Jangbi has put down cannons at his 3rd base yet. That's what will really deter that harassment. Loaded up something there. I'm not sure if that was just another Zealot, or it looks like it might have been a Templar, but 2 shuttles out now. So he might be going for a push in, or just might be going for more harassment. Stargate going down, that might be for upgrades, since he's had his armory down for a while. Nothing that he really needs to EMP yet. 2 shuttles heading in, and we'll see what he's able to do now. And turrets warning them away a little bit, lands a Zealot, and Goliath there. Landing right on top of those 2 tanks, and even 1 shuttle does go down, but he's got the Reavers, and he's just going to suicide the Reavers in, and he'll be able to do a bunch of economic damage here. Takes out Takes out one Goliath, I think. Oh, and now he's pressing in the front. Excellent timing attack. He's got forces distracted in the back. He's taking out a couple of tanks, and now his Dragoons taking out that last tank. He's got Zealots in the back that are able to support, and this is just brilliant, brilliant tactics by Jangbi. Now SCV is desperately repairing that tank. It's not going to be enough. Sea.Really looks like he knows it, and lots and lots of trouble here. Even if he wards off this harass, he's going to be way too far behind now to come back. Single tank on the ridge doing its best. It goes down. SCV is trying to surround those Dragoons, but more Dragoons pressing up. Templar Archives going down, so there's going to be another tech switch coming if the game even goes that long. Dragoons are being pushed back, but there's still Dragoons surviving in the backfield. They finally do go down, and I think, well, will Jangbi push in? He's only got 1 or 2 tanks to worry about. 2 tanks. And even if he loses a lot of Dragoons, he's taking down SCVs in the process, and he's got a 4th base going up. He's going to be so far ahead in terms of macro, it won't even be funny. 3rd Command Center is down for Sea.Really, but I don't think he's going to be able to land it with the number of Dragoons that are being pumped. And that last tank goes down, and with that, Sea.Really GG's. So the set goes 3-1 to Samsung Khan. Excellent job by Jangbi in that match, and really schooling Sea.Really at the ancient art of PvT. So I hope you enjoyed the game, and this has been Hamilcar.